You talk to almost anyone these days, and the word you often hear is busy. We're all busy, rushing from one thing to the next, and often that can lead to a disorganized home and or a disorganized office. Joining us this morning to talk about the importance of being organized and how to get us there is Jane Stoller. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So when we talk about getting organized, it's not just, it's nice to be organized, but being disorganized can really mentally affect a person.
Yeah, it goes a lot deeper than just, having your clothes color coordinated. I say that organizing really affects your mental health, and clutter equals chaos, your surroundings, your space. And a lot of it can affect us even from a young age, like if we're exposing our kids to it, our partners to it. There's been a lot of research on the effect that clutter actually has on kids and marriages.
And I feel like we just keep accumulating more and more stuff.
Yeah, well, we're North America consumerist society, and we keep buying, we keep purchasing, and there's sales, we have big box stores. So I lived in Europe for a while where it's a bit different. So I really focus on helping people say what you bring into your home and what you bring into your space, you really need to evaluate, not quantity, but quality.
Right, that's a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a new book, Decluttering for Dummies. Talk a little bit about what you cover in this book.
Yeah, so Decluttering for Dummies just released on Amazon, and it's kind of broken into 3 parts. The first part is actually all about mental decluttering and how it affects you mentally. The second part is all about spaces, so everything from your closets to garages to bedrooms. I tried to be so comprehensive. And the third is all about digital decluttering, which I think is the biggest topic, and we're going to be in the 2020.
Well, we're all on devices.
Oh, yes. And now when we open our phones, we open our computers, we're overwhelmed. So that's going to be a big topic, and a lot of people I coach now are on digital organization and digital decluttering.
So talk more about this digital decluttering, because when I think of that, I think of my photos, which are out of control on our home computer, on my phone. Both of them are disorganized. Is that kind of what we're talking about?
Oh, yes. The biggest questions I get are photo organization and email organization and file. But photos are a huge one. We have thousands of photos on our phone now. We can't find them. They're cluttered. We have multiples. So you have to kind of get a strategy and probably take some time or hire someone, outsource it on a freelance website to get those organized, and then kind of put a system in place to keep them organized. Otherwise, what's the point of having those photos if you can't find them?
It's so true.
There's no point, right? And it's only cluttering up our computers now.
So it's kind of going step by step so that you don't become overwhelmed.
Exactly.
That's where I find myself. I'm overwhelmed by my pictures.
Today, everybody is overwhelmed, and it will take some commitment and some planning. It might even take 6 months to get them organized, spending, every week half an hour on them. And then once you get that, creating a system and sticking to it.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
No, I was going to say in the olden days, we used to make albums and it was much easier,
yes.
right? Where now we need to make a conscious effort to declutter our photos.
Yes. Instead of albums, it's just files.
Exactly.
What is your biggest piece of advice when it comes to your home about getting organized? Your main focus there?
So my main focus is that it's overwhelming. So you have to start somewhere. And I say start with your closet. It's the first thing we see in the morning. That's where you start saving time or losing time. And it's something where you can start small, get it laser focused, make it functional. 80% of the clothes should be what you wear and see front and center, and then move those strategies to the rest of your home so you don't get overwhelmed.
Okay, and then just quickly before we go, what is that square that you brought?
So this is a time cube. You mentioned digital organization.
Yeah.
And this is what I sell on my site, Organize Jane, and it is a lifesaver. In terms of digital tasks, usually I set it to 30 minutes. I'll say, okay, I'm doing emails for 30 minutes. It'll be blinking at me the whole time. I won't do anything else. I won't check my phone. I won't watch Global Edmonton news. I will just really focus on those emails. And then it really is just a simple way to keep you on track.
Keep you to time, not going over, and focusing on nothing else. I love it. Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. Best of luck on your new book, which is now available. You can follow Jane on a number of platforms. Her website is organizedjane.com, Twitter handle @organizingjane, or you can find her on Instagram @organizedjane.